Hey everyone, this is Evan from Tech Kings, and today we will be giving an overview of the MadCatz S.T.R.I.K.E Professional Gaming Keyboard. The S.T.R.I.K.E is fully modular, and its numerous components unpacked to give you unparalleled flexibility. While the S.T.R.I.K.E is marketed as a professional-grade keyboard, and it has all the features you'd expect from a gaming keyboard, you might be surprised to learn that the keys use membrane switches, and not the mechanical switches on many high-end gaming keyboards today. We'll touch on that again shortly. The keys still have a softer, springier feel than your run-of-the-mill membrane switches, and the arrow keys are surrounded by slightly recessed keys which give the arrow pad the flexibility to be used as a standalone gamepad, and also allows you to feel the difference between the slightly taller arrow keys, which is a nice touch. The various components all fit precisely, and they snap together snugly with a satisfying click. The various modules are held together by two countersunk hex screws and an included hex key which matches the keyboard's overall design language. Sadly, there is no onboard retaining clip or compartment to prevent misplacing the hex key. The build quality is very good, and the assembled parts are very sturdy, leaving little doubt that the S.T.R.I.K.E has a durable design. Each half of the keyboard has slots to accommodate the most obvious feature of the S.T.R.I.K.E, the OLED command module, which MadCatz calls the E.Y.E, and USB ports on each half are used to connect to the command module and also the macro module, which may also be placed on either half of the keyboard to your liking. The E.Y.E command module fits snugly into the slots in the keyboard, and perfectly aligned holes allow permanent attachment with two more hex screws. The wrist rest may also be arranged to your liking, and one of the wrist modules has adjustable incline, requiring a simple push of a lock lever and then adjusting the angle. The wrist module also has a two-way rolling switch as well as a thumb button. The wrist rest can also be positioned closer or further away from the keyboard to fit your unique arrangement. 4 pins mate with spring-loaded pins on the keyboard, which make contact when the keyboard is laid flat. The scroll switch and the thumb button are ergonomically placed and are very easy to reach. These buttons are especially useful for FPS games. Several USB wires are used to connect each module to the E.Y.E, and little courtesies like a cable clip demonstrate MadCatz's attention to detail. A long USB cable allows you to use the numpad in a number of ways. It can be placed away from the main keyboard, which is great for narrow keyboard trays. I use it to free up mousing area on my tray while keeping the numpad accessible on the top of my desk. As with any true gaming keyboard, customization is nearly unlimited. MadCatz has done an especially great job on their software, making macro, lighting, launcher, and profile settings intuitive and very easy to configure. In coming back to the membrane switches, one of the reasons MadCatz chose them over mechanical switches is that they allow full splash backlighting behind the keys, which looks great and doesn't glare in your face like many other backlighting solutions. 3 different profiles can be selected on the E.Y.E command module, and each can be set to any color you want through a full color palette. Illumination can be toggled off and on as well, which is a great feature to have at your disposal. A Windows button toggles the operation of the Windows key, another key gaming feature found on many gaming keyboards. The brightness level is also easily adjusted from the E.Y.E command module. The E.Y.E command module also sports 9 fully customizable buttons, as well as audio and media controls to have as many functions as possible at the touch of a button. A program launcher allows you to set a number of programs which can easily be launched from the E.Y.E module. You simply select the icon by turning the bezel surrounding the OLED display, pushing a button on the upper left, and it pops up on command. A number of timers can be used to track game and spawn times, and are easy to reset and manage with the E.Y.E command module. The side buttons have soft switches which must be deliberately pushed, which prevents accidental presses, which may launch programs at an inopportune time in-game. Brightness, audio, and microphone levels are also easy to adjust, and I found myself using the microphone volume control frequently to tune how I sound to others. The 9 macro buttons are especially useful for slower games or for custom controls, as they aren't particularly accessible in the heat of battle. I found them very handy in simulators as they function well to be used for your choice of cockpit switches. Overall, the S.T.R.I.K.E and its bigger sibling, the S.T.R.I.K.E are the most flexible keyboards on the market today. Not only are they fully customizable with macros, but also the layout is fully customizable, so you can piece it together exactly how you want. The illumination looks great, and the colors are vibrant and well diffused. Although MadCatz has used membrane switches to get the glow, and they've done a great job at fine-tuning the feel of the membrane, they still require more pressure than mechanical switches, which I tend to ultimately prefer. It's a great keyboard, but the novelty of the eye control module, sporting an OLED display, comes at a cost of $200, which is a pro-level price tag. For most, this keyboard will need to be treated as an investment, or will simply be out of reach. For those who do make the plunge, they'll certainly have fun figuring out the best way to use this super flexible keyboard just the way they want. Thanks for watching. This is just a quick overview of what the S.T.R.I.K.E has to offer. For more detail, click the link to our written review and we'll flesh out all the details and give you our full impressions. Please subscribe to follow all of our video reviews, and we'd love to have you as fans on Facebook and Twitter. So feel free to give us a shout or leave us a comment below. Until next time, this is Evan from Tech Kings, and we hope to see you around.